Elon Musk's spiritual advisor just mentioned you. Elon is involved in this. My beloved friend, don't skip this, because what you are hearing right now is not random and it was never meant to reach everyone. Just a short while ago, in a space where only a few voices are allowed to speak freely, Elon Musk's spiritual advisor paused and redirected the entire conversation. Instead of talking about future plans or big visions, the focus shifted to one unknown individual, you. The energy in that room changed instantly. This was not curiosity, this was recognition. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and missing even one moment could mean missing the reason this message found you today. Now listen very carefully, and don't skip, because this is where the real weight of this message begins to settle in. The advisor spoke about timing. Not the kind measured by clocks, but the kind that aligns people, moments, and decisions across unseen layers. He explained that when someone repeatedly crosses invisible checkpoints without realizing it, higher-level attention is drawn automatically. Elon didn't question who you were. He only asked why now. That single question confirmed everything. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's connected to a phase you are quietly entering, whether you feel ready for it or not. Stay till the end, because clarity always comes right after confusion. And here's the part that most people won't stay long enough to hear, so don't skip now. The advisor warned that when attention reaches this level, silence becomes a test. Distractions increase. Doubts grow louder. Only those who stay focused receive the full picture. Elon's final response was simple but powerful: make sure they notice the signal. This message is that signal. Something huge is waiting for you, but it reveals itself step by step, not all at once. Stay till the end of what's coming next, because the next part will explain why this moment feels different from every other moment before it. Before you scroll even a little, pause right here, because what I'm about to say connects directly to why this message didn't arrive yesterday or last week. Don't skip this part. The advisor explained that when someone is mentioned at this level, it's never about chance, it's about readiness. He said there are moments when a person unknowingly reaches a threshold, and from that point on, everything starts watching more closely. Elon listened without interruption, because he understands one truth very well: breakthroughs don't announce themselves loudly. Something huge is waiting for you, but it only unfolds when you stay present long enough to recognize it. Stay till the end, because this isn't just information, it's positioning. Now here's something surprising, so don't skip. The advisor mentioned that people who are close to a shift often feel isolated right before things change. They question their direction. They feel like they're being delayed, when in reality, they're being aligned. Elon responded by asking whether this person would notice the signs or ignore them like everyone else. That question matters, because attention is the entry point. If this message resonates even slightly, that's not accidental. Something huge is waiting for you, and awareness is the first gate. If this is hitting deeper than expected, share this with someone who needs clarity right now. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and make sure you're subscribed, because missing the next part would break the sequence. And listen carefully as we move forward, because this is where most people lose focus. The advisor warned that once the signal is sent, impatience becomes the biggest enemy. People rush. They overthink. They doubt what they already felt. Elon's response was direct, then the message must reward those who stay. That's why you're here. Don't skip, stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, but only if you follow the signal all the way through. The next part will reveal why this connection is stronger than it appears and what makes this moment impossible to repeat once it passes. Right now, before anything else pulls your attention away, stay right here and don't skip, because this part answers a question you may not even realize you've been asking. The advisor explained that when a person reaches this stage, their path begins to intersect with decisions far bigger than their own daily life. It's subtle at first. Small nudges, repeated signs, familiar ideas returning with new intensity. Elon didn't see this as coincidence. He saw it as convergence. Something huge is waiting for you, and it starts with understanding that you are not early and you are not late. You are exactly on time. Stay till the end, because this timing is the key. Now listen closely, because this is where things take an unexpected turn, so don't skip. The advisor mentioned that people who are about to be noticed at higher levels often underestimate their own influence. They think they're invisible while their actions quietly ripple outward. Elon responded with a calm certainty, saying that the most valuable individuals are rarely the loudest, they are the ones who stay consistent when no one is watching. If you've ever felt like your efforts weren't being seen, this is why this message feels personal. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's tied to what you kept doing even when recognition didn't come. Stay till the end, because the reveal depends on this realization. And here's the part that demands your full attention, so don't skip now. The advisor warned that once awareness begins, distraction will try to pull you back into old patterns. Comfort zones will tempt you to stop paying attention. Elon's response was simple, then the message must keep them engaged. That's what's happening right now. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will explain why this moment feels heavier than usual, and why walking away now would mean missing a turning point you won't get again. Before you even think about moving on, stop right here and don't skip, because this part exists for a reason. The advisor made something very clear at this stage: when a signal is strong enough, it begins to pull others into alignment as well. That's why messages like this don't just speak to one person, they echo outward. Elon understood this immediately. He said that moments like these either expand or collapse depending on what the receiver does next. Something huge is waiting for you, but momentum matters. If this is resonating, share this right now with someone you trust, leave a comment so your intention is anchored, and make sure you're subscribed, because staying connected is part of staying aligned. Stay till the end, because the next shift builds on this exact moment. Now listen carefully, and don't skip, because this is where emotional weight enters the picture. The advisor explained that just before a major opening, doubt often disguises itself as logic. People tell themselves they're imagining things, that it's just another video, just another message. Elon disagreed. He said intuition is data that hasn't been decoded yet. If you've felt an inner push lately without a clear explanation, this is why. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's closer than it appears. Stay till the end, because understanding this inner tension is what keeps you from walking away too early. And here's the final layer of this part: so don't skip now. The advisor warned that once awareness reaches this level, participation becomes the test. Passive observers feel interested. Active listeners feel called. Elon's response was direct. Then we'll know who's ready by who stays. You're still here, and that matters more than you think. Something huge is waiting for you, but it unfolds only for those who follow through. Stay till the end, because the next part will connect everything you've felt so far into one clear direction, and once that happens, there's no going back. Right now, slow down and don't skip, because this part is about clarity, not excitement. The advisor explained that after the signal is noticed, a quiet phase begins, one where nothing obvious happens on the surface, but everything rearranges underneath. Elon nodded, because he knows that the most powerful shifts are invisible until they're complete. If you felt like things recently went silent or paused, this is not a setback. Something huge is waiting for you, and this silence is part of the preparation. Stay till the end, because misunderstanding this phase causes most people to walk away too soon. Now pay close attention, and don't skip, because this insight changes how you see your recent experiences. The advisor said that during this phase, people often feel pulled between patience and urgency. They want confirmation, proof, reassurance. Elon responded by saying that confidence is built when you keep moving without applause. If you've been continuing despite uncertainty, that's not accidental. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's connected to your ability to remain steady when outcomes aren't visible yet. Stay till the end, because this steadiness is the signal being measured right now. And here's the part that brings everything into sharper focus, so don't skip now. The advisor concluded that once this quiet alignment finishes, action arrives suddenly and without warning. Opportunities appear fast. Decisions demand clarity. Elon's final thought was simple: they won't have time to hesitate. That's why this moment matters. Something huge is waiting for you, but it rewards those who stayed attentive during the silence. Stay till the end of what's coming next, because the next part will explain how to recognize the moment when preparation ends and movement begins. Right here, before your mind drifts, stay focused and don't skip, because this part reveals why pressure has been quietly increasing around you. The advisor explained that when preparation nears completion, resistance often rises, not from outside, but from within. Doubt grows sharper. Old fears resurface. Elon listened closely and said, this is how you know movement is close. If everything felt easy, nothing meaningful would be forming. Something huge is waiting for you, and this inner tension is not a warning to stop, it's a signal to stay aware. Stay till the end, because understanding this keeps you from misreading the moment. Now listen carefully, and don't skip, because this is where many people lose their direction. The advisor said that at this stage, distractions multiply. Small tasks suddenly feel urgent. Comfort feels tempting. Elon responded by saying that focus is the currency of transformation. Where you place your attention now decides what opens next. If you've been feeling pulled in different directions, this is the test. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's tied to what you choose to prioritize when no one is watching. Stay till the end, because this choice matters more than it appears. And here's the final insight of this part: so don't skip now. The advisor warned that once the window opens, it doesn't stay open long. Readiness replaces hesitation in seconds. Elon's response was calm but firm. They'll recognize it if they stayed alert. You're still here, which means you're paying attention. Something huge is waiting for you, but only if you remain present through this final stretch. Stay till the end, because the next part will explain what changes the moment this pressure finally breaks, and why that moment will feel unmistakable. Right now, take a breath and don't skip, because this part explains why things are about to feel different all at once. The advisor said that when pressure reaches its peak, it doesn't explode, it releases. Elon understood this immediately. He explained that breakthroughs don't arrive with chaos, they arrive with clarity. If you've been feeling an unusual calm mixed with anticipation, that's not random. Something huge is waiting for you, and this calm is the sign that preparation is almost complete. Stay till the end, because recognizing this feeling keeps you from second-guessing what comes next. Now listen closely, and don't skip, because this is where momentum begins to shift. The advisor mentioned that once release happens, choices appear quickly and require trust. Overthinking becomes the only real obstacle. Elon said that speed at this stage isn't rushing, it's alignment. If an opportunity presents itself and feels natural rather than forced, that's your indicator. Something huge is waiting for you, and it moves forward the moment you stop asking for permission. Stay till the end, because this understanding protects you from missing the opening. And here's the part that brings quiet confidence, so don't skip now. The advisor concluded that those who reach this point often realize they were being guided the entire time. Nothing was wasted. Nothing was random. Elon's final words were simple: they'll know when it's time. You're still here, and that awareness is building. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will reveal how to act without hesitation when the moment finally arrives, because once it does, there's no room for doubt. Right now, stay exactly where you are and don't skip, because this part is about recognition. The advisor explained that when the moment arrives, it won't look dramatic from the outside, but internally it will feel unmistakable. Elon agreed and said that true openings feel familiar, almost as if you've rehearsed them without realizing it. If something recently felt strangely right, even before logic caught up, that was a preview. Something huge is waiting for you, and recognition is the trigger. Stay till the end, because missing this feeling is how people miss their chance. Now listen carefully, and don't skip, because this is where confidence replaces questioning. The advisor said that at this stage, signs stop repeating because repetition is no longer needed. Elon responded that clarity is the final confirmation. If you've noticed fewer signals but stronger inner certainty, that's not confusion, that's arrival. Something huge is waiting for you, and it moves forward when you trust what feels grounded rather than what feels loud. Stay till the end, because this shift in confidence changes how you respond to what comes next. And here's the final layer of this part, so don't skip now. The advisor warned that once recognition happens, the world tests commitment by offering easy exits. Comfort. Delay. Familiar routines. Elon's response was direct: they'll move if they're ready. You're still here, and that says more than words. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will explain how to step forward without hesitation when the opening finally presents itself, because that moment will not announce itself twice. Right now, don't skip and stay fully present, because this part explains what happens the second you decide to move. The advisor said that commitment creates momentum instantly, even before results appear. Elon nodded and explained that the universe responds to direction, not hesitation. If you've ever noticed things starting to line up right after you made a clear decision, this is why. Something huge is waiting for you, and movement is what activates it. Stay till the end, because understanding this stops you from waiting for permission that will never come. Now listen closely, and don't skip, because this insight protects you from doubt. The advisor explained that once action begins, the mind tries to pull you back with questions like, what if, and, is this right? Elon said those questions don't mean you're wrong, they mean you're stepping outside old limits. If resistance appears after you move forward, that's confirmation, not failure. Something huge is waiting for you, and it strengthens the moment you refuse to turn back. Stay till the end, because this awareness keeps you steady when emotions fluctuate. And here's the final message of this part, so don't skip now. The advisor concluded that after commitment, results follow in unexpected forms. Not everything arrives the way you imagined, but everything arrives with purpose. Elon's final thought was simple: they'll understand later why it had to unfold this way. You're still here, and that shows readiness. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will reveal what changes around you once this movement becomes visible, because that's when the shift becomes undeniable. Right now, stay with this and don't skip, because this part explains why the world around you starts responding differently once you're in motion. The advisor said that after commitment, external feedback changes. People notice. Situations shift. Doors that felt locked begin to open quietly. Elon agreed and said that progress often reveals itself through subtle changes before obvious results appear. If you've sensed people reacting to you differently or opportunities appearing unexpectedly, that's not coincidence. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's already adjusting to your direction. Stay till the end, because recognizing this keeps your confidence grounded. Now listen carefully, and don't skip, because this is where responsibility replaces waiting. The advisor explained that once movement becomes visible, consistency becomes the test. Elon said momentum only lasts if you keep showing up, even on days when motivation fades. If you've been tempted to slow down now that things are shifting, understand this: something huge is waiting for you, but it responds to discipline, not excitement. Stay till the end, because this understanding protects what you've started building. And here's the final layer of this part, so don't skip now. The advisor concluded that at this stage, comparison becomes irrelevant. Your path no longer matches anyone else's timeline. Elon's response was calm and clear: they won't need validation once they see progress. You're still here, which means you're focused. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will explain how to protect this momentum when attention and expectations start increasing, because that's when focus matters most. Right now, stay grounded and don't skip, because this part explains why focus becomes more important than speed. The advisor said that as momentum grows, noise grows with it. Opinions, advice, and distractions begin to surround the path. Elon agreed and explained that not every voice deserves attention, especially once direction is clear. If you've recently felt overwhelmed by too many inputs, this is why. Something huge is waiting for you, and protecting your focus is how you keep it moving forward. Stay till the end, because this awareness shields what you're building. Now listen closely, and don't skip, because this insight prevents unnecessary detours. The advisor explained that at this stage, clarity doesn't mean certainty, it means commitment despite uncertainty. Elon said the most dangerous thing now is reacting emotionally to every signal. If you felt pulled to explain yourself or justify your direction, pause. Something huge is waiting for you, and it grows stronger when you move quietly and intentionally. Stay till the end, because restraint is part of mastery. And here's the final message of this part, so don't skip now. The advisor concluded that once focus is protected, confidence stabilizes. You stop looking back. You stop second-guessing. Elon's final words were simple: they'll feel settled even before results show. You're still here, and that steadiness matters. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will reveal what happens when confidence becomes unshakable. Because that's when others begin to follow your lead. Right now, stay present and don't skip, because this part explains the shift that happens inside you before it shows outside. The advisor said that when confidence stabilizes, your energy changes first. You speak differently. You decide faster. You stop chasing approval. Elon agreed and said this internal shift is what others notice before they understand why. If you've felt calmer, clearer, and less reactive lately, this is the transition. Something huge is waiting for you, and it begins with who you're becoming, not what you're gaining. Stay till the end, because recognizing this prevents self-doubt. Now listen carefully, and don't skip, because this is where influence quietly begins. The advisor explained that people naturally move toward those who are centered. Elon said leadership often starts before titles, recognition, or announcements. If others have begun asking for your opinion or paying closer attention to your choices, that's not accidental. Something huge is waiting for you, and influence is forming naturally around you. Stay till the end, because this stage requires awareness to handle it wisely. And here's the final layer of this part, so don't skip now. The advisor concluded that once influence appears, humility becomes essential. Confidence without balance turns into pressure. Elon's response was clear. They'll stay grounded if they remember where they started. You're still here, which shows awareness. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will explain how to move forward without losing balance when expectations rise, because that's when stability truly matters. Right now, don't skip and stay fully aware, because this part explains how balance protects everything you've built so far. The advisor said that as expectations rise, stability becomes a daily choice, not a feeling. Elon agreed and explained that growth tests character before it rewards effort. If you've noticed pressure increasing while your responsibilities expand, this is that test. Something huge is waiting for you, and balance is what keeps it sustainable. Stay till the end, because losing balance is how people lose momentum. Now listen closely, and don't skip, because this insight keeps you grounded. The advisor explained that balance comes from remembering your purpose, not your position. Elon said that when people focus too much on outcomes, they drift from intention. If you felt tempted to measure yourself by results alone, pause. Something huge is waiting for you, and it grows best when intention leads action. Stay till the end, because this mindset protects you from burnout. And here's the final message of this part, so don't skip now. The advisor concluded that those who maintain balance move with quiet authority. They don't rush. They don't retreat. Elon's final words were simple: they won't need to prove anything. You're still here, and that shows discipline. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will reveal what happens when preparation, confidence, and balance finally align, because that alignment changes everything. Right now, stay with this and don't skip, because this part explains what alignment actually feels like. The advisor said that when preparation, confidence, and balance come together, doubt fades without effort. Elon agreed and explained that alignment feels calm, not rushed. If you felt unusually steady even while things move faster around you, that's alignment. Something huge is waiting for you, and this calm is the signal that you're no longer forcing the path. Stay till the end, because understanding this keeps you from confusing peace with stagnation. Now listen carefully, and don't skip, because this is where trust replaces control. The advisor explained that aligned individuals stop micromanaging outcomes. Elon said control is useful early on, but trust is required at higher levels. If you've noticed yourself letting go of the need to predict every result, that's growth. Something huge is waiting for you, and it responds to trust more than effort. Stay till the end, because this shift unlocks smoother progress. And here's the final layer of this part, so don't skip now. The advisor concluded that alignment creates a sense of inevitability. You don't chase opportunities, they meet you halfway. Elon's response was calm and certain: they'll know it's working when resistance disappears. You're still here, and that awareness matters. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will explain what happens the moment this alignment turns into visible impact, because that's when everything becomes real. Right now, don't skip and stay fully present, because this part explains the moment alignment becomes visible. The advisor said that when impact begins to show, it often feels understated at first. Elon agreed and explained that real progress doesn't announce itself loudly. It reveals itself through results that speak quietly but clearly. If you've noticed small wins stacking faster than before, this is the shift. Something huge is waiting for you, and these early signs are proof the direction is right. Stay till the end, because recognizing this keeps momentum clean. Now listen carefully, and don't skip, because this is where perception changes. The advisor explained that once impact appears, people reinterpret your past. Elon said consistency rewrites narratives over time. If others suddenly see value in what they once overlooked, that's not validation, it's alignment catching up. Something huge is waiting for you, and it builds on the work you didn't abandon. Stay till the end, because this perspective protects you from ego traps. And here's the final message of this part, so don't skip now. The advisor concluded that visible impact brings a new responsibility: stewardship. Elon's response was clear. They'll protect what's working instead of rushing to expand it. You're still here, and that shows patience. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will reveal how to grow without losing what made this possible, because sustainable growth is the real milestone. Right now, stay right here and don't skip, because this part explains how growth can either strengthen or dilute everything you've built. The advisor said that once progress is visible, expansion becomes tempting. Elon agreed and explained that growing too fast often weakens foundations. If you felt the urge to do more, add more, or move faster than before, this is the moment to choose wisely. Something huge is waiting for you, and it depends on growth that is intentional, not impulsive. Stay till the end, because this choice protects long-term impact. Now listen closely, and don't skip, because this insight prevents regret. The advisor explained that sustainable growth comes from repeating what works, not chasing what's new. Elon said refinement beats reinvention at this stage. If you've been tempted to abandon your core just to keep things exciting, pause. Something huge is waiting for you, and it grows best when you strengthen what's already proven. Stay till the end, because focus here determines stability later. And here's the final layer of this part, so don't skip now. The advisor concluded that when growth is protected, confidence deepens. You stop reacting. You start leading. Elon's final words were simple: they'll move forward without fear. You're still here, which shows intention. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will explain what happens when leadership naturally emerges from this stability, because that's when influence truly expands. Right now, stay fully locked in and don't skip, because this part explains how leadership begins without announcement. The advisor said that when stability is established, others start adjusting their pace to yours. Elon agreed and explained that true leadership is felt before it is named. If you've noticed people waiting for your response, mirroring your decisions, or looking to you during uncertainty, this is that shift. Something huge is waiting for you, and leadership is forming quietly around your consistency. Stay till the end, because recognizing this keeps you grounded. Now listen carefully, and don't skip, because this insight protects you from overstepping. The advisor explained that emerging leaders don't force direction, they model it. Elon said influence grows when actions speak louder than explanations. If you've felt less need to convince and more comfort simply doing the work, that's maturity. Something huge is waiting for you, and it responds to example, not authority. Stay till the end, because this understanding preserves trust. And here's the final message of this part, so don't skip now. The advisor concluded that once leadership stabilizes, responsibility expands naturally. Elon's response was calm and clear: they'll carry more without feeling heavier. You're still here, and that shows readiness. Something huge is waiting for you, and the next part will reveal how this leadership attracts opportunities without pursuit, because that's when the journey truly changes.